All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, my salutations to the brothers, teaching the word for the hopeful elect, soon to be elect, most high will. Said, shorten the time for the elect's sake, most high. Said, and, we're in a time, we're in those times, man. And to the contrite spirits, returning back to the most high blessings. Fairly quick video. This is kind of like talking on the West Coast beef, within the West Coast, DJ Quick and MC8. And we have fashions of that everywhere in every city, what did it say? I'm going to get that scripture, the curses. This is DJ Quick. And DJ Quick, he's a producer, but he's also a rapper. And, I listen, like I always said, I grew up on the East Coast, but I listen, when the West Coast hit, I listen to West Coast. So we're Midwest out here, so we're influenced by both. It's kind of like your father and his brother, your uncle, which is like a second father. So that's what East Coast and West Coast meant to me. But here, you had beef within beef. I mean, even in the rap industry, you had the Bronx and against Brooklyn, and it's not like nothing different with Jake, and but the elite had a program to key in on that and make it an issue, make it an actual reality. So, you had DJ Quick in this interview that had beef with MC8, and they're from two different gang territories. DJ Quick is from Treetop, I think Pyru, and MC8 is from Watts, and I don't know if he's from Grape Street, but it's different gangs, and it's different gangs according to different blocks, and it could be a block over, and it could be something else, and the same thing happens in New York. It could be a borough, it could be a different, block over, whatever, and so, but DJ Quick is explaining here that he's a DJ. He loves all music. He's a DJ, but they put that label in, and when you're young, of course you're gonna go with the beef. You're gonna go with the adrenaline of the beef. You're gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. But at the same time, he was cool. He was still cool with people in New York, and MC8 said that too. Like he said, he got a lot of love from New York, over how he was treated in his own city, or even in Cali, so to speak. So this is a DJ Quick and MC8 squash beef because they had beef against each other. And I know one particular line that stood out is that Quick said in his song, because I like both rappers. He said, "Put I'm just slightly paraphrasing. He said, a brown bucket put up on your side. Bucket is a low a ride. I mean, basically a cheap ride, that you're able to afford." And he said, with two Rugers pointed at your chest, talking about MC8. So those are words those are real serious words, man. Like, damn, motherfuckers trying to kill me out here. Either way, whether it be him, or whether it be somebody else, Biggie and Pac. But, if you watch this interview, they would explain, and this is 1999, which was the height of gangbanging, for me, like, being in Oklahoma, just, starting off, I think first known of gangbanging here was 1988, as far as what I've heard, but I was dealing with other type of situations that didn't have to do with colors. It was like the grave diggers against the rude boys. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a color code, and that was happening when I was young, before 1988. So, but they added a color code, and I think that had to do with the elites or some kind of systematic type of dealing. Whatever the case, you know, they called at one time Snoop called, Oklahoma City Baby Cali, and whatever the case, it's an influence all over the world, and it's because of the curses. Because let me get the scripture. It says Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil. When it talks about delicate, it's talking about brotherhood. It ain't talking about no damn sodomite shit. It's talking about brotherhood. Dapping brothers up, shalom, and all that. That's how it's supposed to be. But, this is an agenda. It's in a Willie Lynch letter, man. It's an agenda to separate us, keep us divided, West Coast, East Coast, light skin, dark skin. It's that same scenario. Blue against red. If you watch the Democrats and shit, that's their colors. I'm not saying that there was, um, just linked directly. Democrats. But I feel it had to do some. That's Vanessa Williams' daughter. Vanessa Williams was fine as hell. I was just seeing what her daughter looked like. See, here's the blue and red. So these devils got a deep agenda. Even the gang signs, a lot of them go back to Illuminati signs, you know. And what I was on? Okay, yeah. So yeah, finishing that scripture, it says, "His eyes shall be evil toward his brother," because who is our brother? Not Esau is our brother, but he's on the left hand side. He's not for us. Most High said he hated Esau. He said, "Wasn't he Jacob's brother? But yet I hated Esau." Let me get that scripture right quick. And I gotta finish this right quick. And toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. These Jewish people never went through these curses, man. That's what Jake gotta understand. How these devils gonna say that they're real Jews and they ain't went through these curses, man? That faggot ass shit that they be talking about, the Holocaust, that ain't shit, man. That's why we don't care if these devils come, because we know who you devils are, man. You demon ass bitch made faggots, man. Talking about these damn Jewish people, man. That got riches, but then they got weapons. They want to bomb people and shit, man. Because they got weapons and shit, but behind closed doors, and then they want to, That's why all these you camps, some of these camps that's coming against GMS, y'all questionable, man. Demon ass sellouts, y'all questionable, man. Put y'all on a fucking list, man. GMS, hey, we should have a list of these devils, man. Uh, so it says, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Soft ass, American coon ass, demon ass. There ain't no words for him, man. And they to be the ones that snitch. They be the real snitch is the one that be telling you, like, we even tell this on the highways and byways. Like the elite, this is like GMS is not hiding anything. Apostles and elders be out there like this is what it is. But niggas are snitching, acting like it's new or something. Like, yeah, they be talking about America gonna be destroyed. That's what we teach on the streets and highways and byways. Demon asses, you stupid demon ass niggas, man. So yeah, that's the curses toward the wife of his bosom and the women of his children, which he shall leave. There's no black fatherhood in the house. Okay, what was I gonna get? And they'll, they starting to another thing. They starting to take down videos. You don't even have to play the music, and they say it's copyright and all that. You don't even have to play no music, man. What is AI picking up from images now? You know. But anyway, that's how they would love it. Vocab ain't said shit about these kind of problems in Negroes' neighborhoods. And niggas talking about, well, don't y'all talk to go to the hood and talk about we came from these sources, man. Apostles and elders came from these sources. It's like showing the same shit over and over again. Now the truth is different, but I'm just saying the same old, slop like the Matrix. Same old, you know, like you watch the bitch. It's like that video with Snoop Dogg. Like, damn, every time we make another video, it's the same bitch that was in what's the name's video, Nate's in video, that was in Warren G's, that was in this and that, and then that was in my video. We tired of seeing this same old slut, man. And that's what 2/3 have became. Come, sluts. Um, so, and then MC8 in this interview, he was saying that he's an intelligent brother, and that's how they deem everybody. They put him in the same on the same coin. They put him in the same bucket, saying, "Yeah, he's just let's group all these niggas together," And they try to, you know, Esau go to the East Coast and try to, yeah, let's group all these niggas together and separate these niggas, and and then make them against these type of. It's all a whole ill ass experiment, man. Um, and then one problem is though, I would admit that a lot of people enjoy being niggas too much, man. You know, so they love the women and they love the jewelry, they love the fame. I think even Tupac said that to where they ain't for the Most High like that. You know, it says be pleasers of God more than pleasers. Be more pleasers of God, King James Version. It says 2 Timothy 3:4, traitors, high minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. Yeah. They count their money. They say, well, yeah, I might be doing wrong, or I might be, and they try to make an excuse to like put out the music, but don't, like MC8 in this interview, he say, well, you know, I do the rap music because I talk about my environment. I talk about what people should know. But you see me in video in the interviews, and I'll tell you that I'm an intelligent brother. But hey, what if they never see the interview? Some people just like entertainment, and when they see you in the interview, well, they'll see what you say, but they love that fucking music. They love that entertainment and shit. Because when you in the interview, you ain't moving around. You ain't. There's no confetti falling and shit. There's no lights and camera. So they, that's more put on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? And just like Apostle said, hey, you talk about some real history, you talk about some, Hebrew language, you talk about, then nobody gonna be into that. They want to see something happen. That's why Wi-Fi got a great following because of they shit that's going on with them, and they clickbait, members and shit of the clickbait movement. Yeah, we took down a beast today. We took down one of the Edomites finest today. Like, Edomites finest the elites. You niggas ain't on a fucking elite level. Damn fucking fuck tarts, man. This is Midwest over here in Oklahoma. So we influenced by both. I was influenced by East Coast and West Coast. You know, that's just my story, my personal story. I mean, I love the South too, but I was influenced by East Coast and West Coast. But I love the South when it came out too with the music. So I didn't leave none of my people behind and shit, you know. But um, but I saw the beef too. I saw the beef before this gang shit with MC8 and DJ Quick. I saw the beef with Brooklyn and Bronx, you know, and all that shit in the boroughs. I saw. I mean, you know, I never been to New York, but I saw it. I grew up and infatuated by the culture and the hip hop, and I saw the beef before in the New York on screen before the West Coast shit. So there ain't nothing new. But was the orchestration of what was going on with them, you know, infiltrating the neighborhoods, making sure they stay on top of the rap game. I'm talking about the elites, you know, because they the ones that's on top of this music. Even though they got other colleagues, they got lower status black people that are producers and A&Rs and you know and executive producers and all that with the music. You know, that's why they cut out this DJ thing. DJ Quick is a DJ. He said, but they cut that out because, you know, they wanted to capitalize on power. So they said, man, DJs are drawing crowds because they got the music. Well, we approach some DJs. And so there's a lot of them DJs, just like uh, Dr. Dre, they became rappers. Uh, you know, DJ Yella became a part of NWA. So it was a whole orchestration behind this shit, man. But what I don't understand, I mean, like it's the end of the world, and our people are not. They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say the names Yahweh Shai. They're not gonna say the full truth, and that's what's damaging. That's what's gonna be damaging to them. That's where Most High is gonna look at them like, cause he don't understand the past. Yeah, you grew up fucked up. You grew up in a city in a state, and you didn't, you know, and you was young and shit. And what about now that you know the truth? What you gonna do? Cause Yahweh Shai said, "Forgive them for what they do not know." But now you know. Now you know what the hell you gonna do, man. And that's like Sakari. They just want to be. They grew up and I don't know the whole background, but you know, if you want to be have some kind of fame or you want to be hard and want to be a crip or a blood and shit, and then because you were once young and you followed the codes of what you saw of the older people that came before you, but you know how to do right, but you still lead them into that same pit of being gangsters and shit. You a fuck boy, man. Damn devils, man. Cause that ain't of the Most High. It's a difference from being a zealot and then just being a gangster and a knucklehead and going out there. "Yeah, I'm just kill this nigga." Cause that's what they left the young G's on the street for. That's why they locked up the older G's. Cause they was like, they ain't gonna learn. They ain't gonna teach the young G's nothing. Cause they locked up. So the young G's, they shoot over colors. They shoot over stupid ass reasons and shit. I'm a gangster. Let me just pull up and just get this nigga. And then they don't even know that territory and shit. They don't even know where they are. And this happens everywhere. You can go to St. Louis. You can go to, you know, different back crevices of the cities of where Jake is, and they got different codes and shit. You know, New Orleans. I mean, yeah, I said, yeah. Um, Yeah, New Orleans, um, Atlanta, you know, Chicago, you know. I mean, yeah, man. Gangsterism just don't come from California, man. It starts in the heart of man. And if you get two, three niggas together, that's a gang to Esau. Anyway, um, and on the right hand side, Yahweh Shai said, where two or three are gathered in my name, there I'm in the midst, King James Version. So they know this. That's why they say, hey, if we see two or three Negroes on the street gathered together, that's loitering, that's a problem. That's because they know the spirit of you might be talking about Yahweh, you might be gathering and talking about Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and that's what these devils don't want. These demon ass Jewish fuck devils don't want you talking about Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. Again, Matthew 18 and 19, again, I say unto you, you don't think they brought problems to Yahweh Shai? I'm talking about these people that are able to put you in jail and shit, the higher ups. The devil took him to a high mountain and said, I'll give you all these kingdoms. The Illuminati was dealing with Yahweh Shai, man. It says, again, I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on the earth as touching as anything that ye shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father, which is in my name. For two or three, well, where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst thereof, man. In the midst of them. So they be like, well, shit, are they niggas or are they talking about Yahweh, Yahweh Shai? They'll let these church niggas gather and assemble together. They got whorehouses out there. They'll let them gather anytime and shit. A big ass church. They don't ask no questions. They don't ask if anybody's being mistreated in there, molested and shit. And now it's surfacing that these preachers being found out to commit adultery or messing with children and shit. You know, anytime you fucking ass devils claim that GMS is messing with children, look at our faces, you demon ass devils, man. You. What do you call it? There's no words for these demons, man. And I've studied a lot, man, to know that that devil, when I see a devil, and Most High gonna take care of you, demons, man. But anyway, um, yeah, it says, as the ways of Cain, King James Version. Gone in the way of Cain, King James Version. Jude 1 and 11, it says, woe unto them, destruction unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for reward and perished in the gainsaying of Kor. Yeah, like you got niggas murdering niggas. Like you got Jake murdering Jake, you know. And the gang banging brought a lot of that. But it was a fuel that was added to it or even began behind the curtains, you know. But it's almost like a neighborhood, you know. Back then you got neighborhood uh, gangs, you know. 6-0, you know, you got it's it's like from your neighborhood. What neighborhood you from? That's what that's what it used to be. Like not only where you from, what neighborhood you from. You know, 20s. You know, that's what that's what Snoop Dogg is from. You know, and you had that little fuse or whatever that Bloods. You know what I'm saying? They dress clean. They cleaner and they dress better and they up on theirs. They got more money and shit. and that wasn't even true, man. But that was out there, man. That myth that a lot of our people live by. Crips are dirty, and you know what I'm saying. But if you go into the core of the meaning of both of them, it has everything to do with us being the people who we are to fight against oppression, to fight against the wrongdoing that's happening with our people. So the gangs, like I said, even with these mafia movies, when you go back to gangs, it's family oriented. So that was fighting against oppression, you know. But Jake allowed it to be turned into something else about colors and shit, you know. And like back then, if you wore the wrong hat or the wrong color, you wore even the wrong shoes, Crip, they like I said before, K Swiss man killing slobs when I see some, making different British Knight, BK Blood Killer, but that's just a shoe name. But Jake made it into, a killing instrument, or a bait for killing, man. And now our people are coming out of this spell. Now you got people like Vocab, you got people like, that's trying to stop the truth from going out because they know we coming together, and it said that in the scriptures. Even the Latin kings and uh, their gangs, Avs and all that, and the uh, what is that? Yeah, M13 gangs. Um, my mind is slipping a little bit, but you know, different different Latin gangs, man. MS-13 thing, and so and within that you got you got racism and shit. Like, come on, man. You either in the gang and you go by neighborhoods because neighborhoods are not according to race and shit. That's why they got gentrification. There's a lot of so-called white people now that live in black neighborhoods, but the so-called white people don't be touched. Nobody fucks with them because they're not under the curses like Jake. And most of these MS-13s are Salvadorians. You know, but anybody could be in a damn gang, man. If like I said, if you see Jake walking down the street, it's two or three. And then y'all be like, hey man, we should start something. Like we should, you think of it as something to, you know, you got some. Even if you got business ideas, they're gonna be like, nah, they in a gang, or you gonna be starting to do something illegal because you ain't got the money to back that shit up. You know, Jake started selling drugs, and he'd be like, shit, I'm so depressed, I'm gonna start doing this shit. Product of your, of your own devices. A lot of Jakes started selling drugs and they got hooked on that shit. But anyway, um, and they don't like us to be business minded, intelligent. As long as we thugs, because they give that not only puts us in a state of failure, but it gives cops a job. It gives the elites money because we just, you know, we the biggest consumers. Like apostles say, we the biggest consumers. We buy the liquor, we buy the clothes, we buy the jewelry. The Jacob the jeweler, when the rappers got famous, he got all kind of money because they said, "Let me impress you, baby, and take you to, and I'll give you some. I'll buy you some from Jacob the jeweler, which is a damn. I don't know, but as far as I know, he's a damn Khazar. He's a rat, man. So you trying to impress your girl by saying you'll buy her something from Jacob the jeweler, and he's a damn Edomite, man. Not only that, a top Edomite, a Khazar. What kind of backwards shit is that? And women be like, oh, they impressed by it because you going to the top man. Anyway, same thing, and they express that in this that DJ Quick expresses that when he go to New York, it's crazy too. It's the concrete jungle. It's wild out there, just like it is anywhere else, and it's you know probably even more a lot. That's the mecca, over here in America of our unfolding of a lot of our front page situations. Especially when it comes to news and all that, and you know, so you saw the beef unfolding. We saw the beef unfolding, and I knew it was. I was just enjoying all of it, man, because I love music. I love my people. I was enjoying all of it. And when the beef came, I thought it was just like, and a lot of it was. It was just records. It was just talking, but they saw each other